Hey, Scott Polderman here. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 industries for growth in 2023. Not only did these industries have double-digit growth in 2022, they're evergreen, which means they're expected to grow over the next decade. And if you stick around after these 5 industries, I'm going to give you a roadmap on how you can take advantage of these from an entrepreneurial standpoint, and literally how there's a roadmap of what you need to do to be successful. You just have to know what to look for. I'll jump into that at the end. So let's get into number 1, which is personal services. This ranges anywhere from a personal shopper to running errands, pet sitting, house sitting, lawn care, snow removal. The list is literally endless. And if this is something that interests you, I would recommend you do a couple things. Number 1, just go to Google and type in personal services list and go through that list and see if there's anything in there that really you're attracted to, that you could see yourself doing over the next decade. And also I would look at, do you want to do this in person or does it have an online aspect? For instance, personal trainer. You could do that in a local gym, or you could do that online through videos, or one-on-one through Zoom with your clients. So there's quite a few different avenues. Lawn care, snow removal, obviously that's going to be more local. So take a look at those and then decide which category you would like to be in. And when I just looked at some of the different personal services, there's graphic designer, there's virtual assistant, which is huge. That's something that you can get on a site like Fiverr and set up an account and start offering your services, or Upwork. There's also, property management, corporate event planner, wedding planner, retirement party planner. So once again, take a look at that and you're going to see that list is pretty long. Number 2 is travel. And with travel, don't think, an airline or, competing with hotels. Absolutely, starting some type of Airbnb is certainly an option. But another segment that's really expected to grow is the high-end travel concierge. And that's basically where you do everything from the beginning of the vacation to the end for your client, and you charge a premium for that. So that way the client has options on which flights they want, the hotels they want. You've already done the research based on, some questions from them. Is this business? Is this vacation? What things are you interested in? And you can literally have a bunch of different options planned out for those folks so that they can choose ahead of time. They don't have to do all of the research. So they literally land and the vacation or the business trip begins, and you take care of every little detail, and you're on call to help if there's any type of challenges. And this is something, once again, that you can charge a premium for, and it's not real hard to get set up and get started. Number 3 is healthcare. That's going to continue to grow, and I think from an entrepreneurial standpoint, you have to look at where can I be of value. And that could be, once again, tied to the personal services. Obviously, to be in healthcare as an RN or a doctor or some type of therapist, some type of professional, you're going to need the schooling and the degree for it. But there's plenty of areas that are poised for growth that you could jump in as an entrepreneur, whether that's meal delivery for seniors, or going to senior citizen centers and offering some type of services there, spending time with those folks. There's really an endless list of things that you can do if that's something that interests you. Obviously, with an aging population, healthcare isn't going away, and all the services that support it are going to be necessary as well. Number 4, IT, information technology. This is one of those fields that you can go in so many directions. Some of these jobs would require a degree, but many of them don't. Many of them just a certificate program. A lot of them you can even work from home depending on what it is. And I always like to give the entrepreneurial spin because I've been self-employed for over 30 years. And, there's so many services that go along with virtual assistant. You could be an expert at WordPress, at Excel, at Word. There's so many different areas that you can go into when it comes to information technology, building websites, running people's Facebook ads, running their social media accounts, doing that for small businesses, anything in the marketing realm. The advertising, marketing, and IT have really merged over the years, so there's a lot of different opportunity there as well. Number 5, last but not least, but hey, if you like this video, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Number 5, and this is a rather new category, and it's called content creator. And basically what that is, it's somebody like myself who creates content. That can be done on YouTube, making videos, on TikTok. It can be done through a blog. There's so many different areas and ways that you can create content. And, as of filming this video, if you look at creating content, there's really kind of a timeline, I would say. You have your content that you can create rather quickly that solves a problem or is some type of hack, helps people out in some way. And a platform for that right now that works really well is TikTok. You can literally go from 0 to 10,000 followers in a matter of days and weeks. I was able to get from zero views, 0 followers, never been on TikTok, to over 1 million followers in just 1 year. And if TikTok is something that interests you, I'll leave a link down below to a free checklist that'll help you out. The next kind of middle of the road play would be YouTube. It takes a little longer to get noticed on YouTube versus TikTok, but YouTube is established. And one of the big things that's nice about YouTube is when you create a video, it will not only be in the second largest search engine on the internet, which is YouTube, it'll show up on the first, which is Google. And if you do your keyword research right and you provide information that is helpful for people, you can really grow a YouTube channel. It takes a lot of consistency, a lot of work, and a lot of effort, but it's kind of that middle of the road play. And the third piece is a blog. People don't realize that almost every search you do online, best golf club, best tennis shoes, best bowling ball, best lawnmower, best anything, it's typically a blog that comes up. And those articles that you're reading that are recommending, those blogs have basically done the research and they're giving you options that they feel are the best. And each time you click one of those options, let's say you go to buy a lawnmower or the golf club, whatever it is, the blog is the middleman between you, the consumer doing the research, and the seller of the goods, right? And whether that's the manufacturer, retailer, whatever it is, the blog is the middleman. And that's one industry that is really overlooked, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry on its own. Blogging takes a little bit longer, but there's certainly courses that offer an easier shortcut. I became a member of one. I'll leave a link down below, but it's a course where you learn how to blog like a business, where you're not writing every single article. You become basically this blog owner that has a writing department, editing department, each of these departments over time, and you manage each of the pieces. But once again, I'll leave a link down below that one of the courses that I belong to that I highly recommend. So those are the top 5, but like I mentioned, the roadmap, right? People don't realize that any information is available online for specifically what you're looking for. And let me give you an example. Let's say you want to start a local lawn care company. Well, step 1 is look up the local lawn care companies in your area. Look at their website, look at their Facebook pages, and just get a good idea of what they're doing. You can also go right on Facebook and you can see what ads they're running. And that'll give you an idea of the advertisements, where they're sending people, the website, as well as, you're able to call the companies, have them come out and give you an estimate, and you'll get an idea on pricing as well. And it's really known as reverse engineering, and I'll have to make a completely separate video on reverse engineering, a sales funnel, or what they call funnel hacking. But you can literally go and do that in any industry. And there's a couple different ideas. Number one, look at the local players in your industry. Number two, look at people outside of your market. What are the largest ones in the country doing? And you can literally go to the, Chicago, Detroit, LA, Miami. Go to some of the larger cities and look up lawn care, or whatever industry you're looking to get into or you want to learn more about. And you can see what the top pages are doing, the response when they post things on Facebook, the ads that they're running, their blog, how it's set up. What are they, lawn care? Are they really focusing on landscape jobs, or is it strictly lawn care? Are they looking at fertilizing? So there's so much that you can learn by reverse engineering. You just need to go and do a little bit of research. Hey, I hope this video gave you some ideas of things that you can do in the next year and beyond to capitalize on these industries. And once again, I'd love it if you hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.